Hello, everyone. Now let's see where my presentation is. Okay, here it is. So, my name is Damir Sabol. I'm a co-founder of Photomath and Microblink. Actually, also ISKON Internet in Croatia, so based in Zagreb, Croatia. And today I am software engineering director at Google. And this is because Photomath was acquired by Google. And I will be talking about solving equations. You can guess it's connected to Photomath and shaping the future with AI. So this is one thing. I am working for Google. I'm not representing Google today, just so important disclaimer here. I will talk as entrepreneur and startup founder. I will talk about my journey, my entrepreneurial journey. It's like some people know about it, but I think it might be interesting to you. So Photomath, what is Photomath? Photomath is a mobile app that is solving math problems. Not to explain it too much, here it is. So you can take a picture of a math problem and it will then solve it for you. And it will explain step by step. Then there are some like animated tutorials and animated features that can improve explanations and help explanations. So that's Photomath app, basically. And this is I would say, the most successful business that I built. So how my startup career started with ISKON Internet. ISKON Internet is an internet service provider in Zagreb, based in Zagreb. It worked in Croatia, across whole Croatia later. So that was my first company. I started it immediately after getting my engineering degree from Faculty of Electrical Engineering and Computer Science in Zagreb. And so I like also a lot of stories there. And this is how it looked like. It was the basement of the big business building in Zagreb. No windows, so I spent several years without seeing any sun. It's like startup life, I guess. And it was my first exit. We sold it to Croatian Telecom, which is part of Deutsche Telekom Group. It was in 2006, I think. I always forget years. It was my first exit. Like, okay, exit is like actually big success, but in terms of quality of the exit, it was not spectacular. But I've done some things. I built a house for my family, and had money to invest actually in other things, or spent time investing in other things. So there was a company called Računi HR, where I was a bit naive. I thought we will be able to build some things, but it needed big banks to cooperate, big utility companies to cooperate, and it was not really unsuccessful, but it was not also a big success. But based on learnings there, we created technology called PhotoPay. PhotoPay is technology. So you don't need to work, actually you need to work with banks, but you provide a piece of software for banks that is solving a customer problem. So I solved the customer problem. It was like paying utility bills. It's actually now, I think, the most popular way of how you can pay utility bills in Croatia using mobile phone camera. So we were developing optical character recognition technology and actually developing product that was solving my problem. By the way, I always solved my problems building companies. So I knew that I'm solving something that is important and that actually at least one customer wants, and that was me. It turned out more customer wants that. So based on PhotoPay, we actually turned into Microblink. Microblink is intelligent data capture, or actually ID scanning, identity verification. Today, it's like a company in Zagreb. I'm not involved with the company anymore, but also proud of how it, like, where it is today. And then there is Photomath. I will just tell you a few things how Photomath started. In 2013, I was checking my son's homework. He had a sheet of paper and like with a lot of problems on it. And I actually had to check all of his solutions. And of course, as a lazy engineer, I thought, okay, like this is hard and this is boring. Maybe there is another way to do it. And then we had mobile phones, we had cameras, and we were developing technology to read text using mobile camera. And then I thought maybe we can actually create an app that will read math problems and solve math problems and maybe explain math problems. Actually, this is the first prototype. So this is my first idea for the app. This is what I created. We actually presented to Microsoft. Microsoft gave us some money to be exclusive for 3 months on the Microsoft App Store. That is long gone, but actually it was during these 3 months we built iPhone version, and we launched at TechCrunch Disrupt in October 2014. So this is our co-founder Jurica that presented. I was scanning in the back, because it was not really good, reliable app. It was more a marketing app. And we launched TechCrunch Disrupt and thought that this is good marketing. And as Jennifer, who worked, if you heard the previous session, she worked for Photomath later. And we thought we will have 50 or 100,000 downloads in total, And this was first Photomath video. I wanted to show you. So we created this video, and it was like very simple and like in 6-7 seconds showing what the app can do. Well, this was 10 years ago. It's like really good technology and really attractive. So we had this video, we had good images of Photomath in action, which publications could use, download from our webpage. And then it got viral. It got viral because it was solving, not only my problem, it was solving a problem for millions of users. And this is like, product market fit. Immediately we got product market fit. And it was, all over the place. CNN, Time Magazine, Forbes, Wired, and like, even, like they contacted us from Japan to show our video there. So it was really viral and really exploded. And these were the downloads that we had. So first day we had 9 downloads, then 6,000, 100,000, and 1.7 million downloads on the third day. And we thought we will have 100,000 in total. It was like big success. It got viral and really grew fast. But just to give you more context, this is like a lot of users and downloads. Not every user who downloaded used it, but this is how it looked like. Now we had big jump in usage, but then after that it was stagnating. It was like looked actually quite bad, and I even got term sheet from investors, and when they saw it, they pulled the term sheet. It's not something that investors do. It's not nice. It's really bad, but they've done it. They got scared of this thing. But later, this is this thing. Later, actually, things worked fine. We invested. We developed the app. We added features. We were, persistent, and actually, it grew and you can see every September back to school, it grew even more and more. No. So it didn't look good at the beginning, but we thought, okay, this is something very interesting. It's not great product, it's actually quite bad product, but we will work on it, we will improve it, we will make it really useful to our users, and it was visible in our growth. So in total, we had more than 500 million downloads. I think I don't know what the real number is, maybe 600, maybe 700. It's like vanity metric, looks nice, but it is really vanity metric. We also had nice revenues based on subscriptions. But I'm not allowed to talk about that. We were also last year, we were one of the A16Z, so Andreessen Horowitz said that we are one of the top 50 Gen AI mobile apps. Even if Photomath is not really using a lot of Gen AI, but it's nice to see, the app there still. And for people here, it is important to know our focus was product. We did not invest into marketing. We spent zero on marketing. We had good product. We focused only on viral product that got viral, and then we knew how to build good product, we knew how to build good experience. We have no idea about marketing. Of course, there was some marketing mojo there, creating good video, preparing actually for success, but we focused on product. And we were solving real problem for users. And it was actually a big market. This is 1 billion users in the world, and it's actually a big pain point for our users. This is why we raised $40 million in total. By the way, raised 40 million, spent 20 million, and it's not like we could have spent less. But I could have ended with bigger percentage of the company. But it was not. It was important for us to have enough money to survive, to be able to grow, to be able to weather all the changes, and that was always my approach. It was not like at the end worked really well. Even if I could, I think that this was much better than me having 10% of company more at the end. This is also advice for startups here if they are listening. And what about AI? Now we are talking about AI. AI was actually at the core of our success for Photomath and Microblink. We started with deep learning in 2013 also. Photomath was built on AI. So it was, it provided competitive advantage to us. But it is already 10 years ago that we used that. And so we actually had technology advantage that our competitors didn't have. While we were, consumer product, we actually were engineers who knew how to build great user experience using state-of-the-art technology. And today, so we are part of Google. Google acquired us 2 years ago. Actually, we joined Google. It took us something like one plus years to weather regulatory obstacles and everything. But we are now part of Google. So Zagreb team is now Google Croatia with 120, 130 people in total. I'm leading engineering team there. Of course, we are working on AI, development of AI technology on Gemini. Again, cannot go into details, but it is very exciting time and great actually opportunity to learn and to be in the center of AI and new platform development. My simple advice is implement machine learning. So it's not very smart, but the thing is actually this slide is from 2018. It's not new slide. This was in 2018. I used it in one presentation, and I thought, okay, it was already clear in 5-6 years ago that machine learning is very important. Today it is called AI. And what is clear that AI is actually a new platform. It's very clear. It is the new platform you can build on, and you should build on. Every success in my career as a startup founder was because there was a new platform, there was a new thing happening. And I used, for first was, internet. And I built internet service provider because it was clear internet is the most important thing, for businesses and for consumers. Then it was mobile phone with mobile camera. It was very clear that this will, become important personal device. Then we already use machine learning, but now AI is a new platform that is changing how you do software development, how you create products. It's changing. Startups can be much more capital efficient because of AI. So it is a new platform, and you should definitely use it. And there are big opportunities. There is, I like to quote Amara's law. It says, we tend to overestimate the effect of a technology in the short run and underestimate in the long run. So there are problems with AI, today, and there is like overhype, of course, but it is a new platform, and it will really dramatically change the world in the next year, and then you can be part of this change. And that's it. Thank you. Hopefully